Amazon. I'm sorry. I need to stop laughing a lot. It's really embarrassing, but Amazon. Let's take a look. So what's funny is I never really think of Amazon for documentation, which is wrong, and I should think of Amazon for documentation because Amazon has an amazing documentation team. But when I think of Amazon, I don't usually think of like customer facing documentation. I usually just think of buying and support, right? But no. We need to think about documentation. Love the branding. Love the blue. Very easy to navigate. I know where to go. What does something else look like? I love a good something else. Uh-oh, gotta log in. So, okay, so obviously I was recently pregnant, so you can see here that I have my maternity belly band, baby pajamas, and ice pack because I swollen ankles. So we're just gonna ignore that. But also no, we're not gonna ignore that because I think it's really important to see what I had to go through when I was pregnant. No, I think it's really important to see that you're able to click through the specific instances, right? So obviously it might not work, it would work really well for like an e-commerce site, but even if you're working on like a tech or like a product, you could do something like this where it's like, do you need help with a recent activity? And so maybe, they interacted with UI A and feature B, and you can just list what they did recently. And if they click on it, maybe there's a bug or maybe they need help, you can suggest documentation for that. I really like that idea. So yeah, I think there's benefits to using this and having a user log in order to see the help center other than for just e-commerce. Navigation looks pretty great. Uh, it's weird that it kind of jumps a bit. So it kind of looks like that's different brands, and then it goes to like this type of like plain branding. Now, they might do that for localization in particular, just because you might have different Amazon accounts, so it might be a bit difficult to navigate, but it does kind of look like I'm going to multiple different pages. I can't adjust the speed, which is kind of rough. All right, I don't know why I have a video there. I feel like it would be better just to have the written content, but I don't know. I do think there's a place for a video somewhere. Maybe if the video was more less about like the actual like what we are have the ability to do. Because I'm really confused about what this video has to do with unknown payment changes. Oh, I guess it's explaining. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this needs to be a video. I think it could mainly be just like a bullet point list of, okay, here are unknown Amazon payment charges, boom, 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 right? I don't have to write through this video. Maybe if it was going through like steps that I could take in order to resolve unknown Amazon payment charges, that would be helpful. But I don't know about this setup. I also like that they actually have your transactions so you can go through your list and it's a bit easier to submit any issues that you have specifically for your transactions. Again, think of you don't have to e-commerce doesn't just have to be e-commerce and tech or SaaS companies don't have to just inspire only SaaS companies, right? You can pull out inspiration, you can pull ideas from other industries or other types of sites. So I think this is a really good idea to bring into just tech help centers in general. Yeah, I mean, overall, I feel like this is pretty straightforward. There's not much really in depth because it's very simple in the sense of like, here's your problem, this is how you solve it, or here's a product that you need help with. If you do work at Amazon, let me know because I'm really interested in how you localize. But I'm curious about what that process looks like. What do you use? Let me know. I'm curious. Other than that, I mean, I knew the style guide was going to be spot on because the writers at Amazon are just incredible. The documentation specialists there are really good at what they do. I've had the privilege of chatting with them in the past, and they always are like on their aim game, best practices, very clean. Always looks like it's one person writing. But yeah, good job.